I cannot ignore it anymore. I can't resist. I cannot resist the urge any longer, guys. The one thing in Minecraft, the one thing that I'd love to do more than anything, the one thing I'm best at, it is time. It is time to invent a new game in Minecraft. Now, luckily, we have this amazing little gaming district that is brimming with possibilities and ready to explode here. And that is what we're going to try and do. I'm going to try and kickstart this place and get things going here with an amazing new game to play. A couple things, though. I got to first figure out where I'm going to put it. It's kind of big. It's got a 28 by 28 footprint, and it's pretty tall, so I'm not sure. I mean, obviously there's plenty of space out here. I was talking with Zed a little bit about this because he's got kind of a grand vision of what's going on with this place and what he kind of was hoping would happen. He's not like forcing people to build in certain places or anything. He just wants to kind of make sure that things kind of exist correctly together and don't block each other out and stuff. So he keeps mentioning a thing like a sombrero model. That's right, I said sombrero. You know, kind of tall in the very middle and then low in the middles and slowly getting taller to the outside. And I kind of like that analogy. So since mine is not core to the center, like that's going to be some central building that he builds maybe or something, I don't know. Since mine is still big, I think we're going to put it on the outskirts. So I think maybe out here, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe over there I have to look to. It's a very odd shape. I could even put it like right here maybe too. I got to mark out like a 28 by 28. So let me look around and see what I can find. All right, I think I've picked out my spot here. We are going to put it over here. There was a natural little peninsula here, and I kind of pushed that a little bit, squared it off a little bit. We'll make it a little bit more organic in a bit, but I think this is a good kind of out of the way spot here. So here we go. Today's game is going to be about chorus fruit. Some of you that knew this, you saw me gathering on the live stream a couple weeks ago or whatever, but this is the idea. Now, a little bit of background science for those that don't know. Chorus fruit has some very interesting properties. Like when you eat it, you teleport to a random location within 8 blocks of you. Like, you know, 8 blocks, north, south, east, west, up or down, in a square around you. So if like, you know, if I was, for instance, right here, you know, I could teleport up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over to there, over to, you know, about there, whatever it is, over to about there. You get the idea. And then I could also teleport up or down, okay? So our game is going to be based off of using this as a means of getting around. So it'll be obviously highly randomized, which is very interesting. So the chorus fruit mechanic is what inspired me for this whole game, but then designing a fun game around it so that it's requires some skill, but some randomization was really the challenging part. But a little bit more about the chorus fruit background here. So, like I said, you can teleport up to 8 blocks in any direction, but there are many things that will block your teleportation. For instance, let me get some of this stuff and lay some carpet down. All right, so the red carpet is rolled out before us here, and we're going to show that carpet blocks teleportation, which is going to come in very handy here. You can see, like, I'm on top of the carpet here, and it will teleport me to other pieces of carpet. So it's very weird. However, if I'm not standing on carpet, which is probably because I'm a little bit lower, it probably looks for other blocks at my current height. But if I do this, now you see that time it didn't teleport me, okay? And that's interesting because what it does is it's sampling in the plus or minus 8 in all directions. Probably like 10 times, I think it is. And if it doesn't find a spot, it doesn't teleport you. But if I do this a couple times, there we go. That time it teleported me into this box over here again. So you'll see that, like, I could try this a couple times here. Nothing that time. Do it again. Nothing that time. So spaces are very limited. And there we go. Boom. It just teleported me into one of these blocks here because that happened to be one of the ones that sampled. So carpet blocks teleportation. We can use this to our advantage. Now, there's one more thing we're going to take advantage of with blocking teleportation, and that is fluids. So this is not a perfect square. There's going to be some flaws and stuff, but I'm going to drop this guy down here, probably lose all that carpet in the process. I should probably pick this up because I kind of need it. And we're going to show now that I can stand in the middle of this, and I'll probably, you know, I'll be able to teleport super easy because there's so many blocks available here. So let's see. I'll stand like right-ish here, and it should teleport me almost immediately to another spot. Obviously, there's plenty of spots available now, so it's going to keep doing that just fine. But if I put the water back right there, and now go get into the middle of it. I really wish I had Depth Strider. I still haven't recuperated from the last time I lost everything. All right, So if I stand right here in the middle, I should probably not teleport at all. Okay, I failed that time. One more. Okay, good. See, it's failing every time now because there's probably only a couple spaces out here. But you get the idea. So water and, more importantly, like I said, fluids also block teleportation. And in our case, it's going to be lava. So now it is time to start collecting some resources here. I'm going to need a ton of dye and glass and things like that. And I don't really have a lot of lapis. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm going to need tons of green lime. I already got a little bit there, you can see. We'll grab some more there. I'm going to need more than that, probably. We're going to need a bunch of red dye, but I think I know where I can get some more of that. And then we're going to need some yellow dye. I've got a little bit there, but let's see. Let's do this and this and this. We're going to do this little trick here where we do the whole thing with the thing and this and some of that. And then just sit here and do this. And the yellow flowers just pop off. So that'll give us infinite yellow dye. Obviously, we're going to need a ton of chorus fruit. And we're also going to need a ton of string. And I've got, where is it? I've got a little bit right here. But that isn't even close to enough right there. We're going to need probably 5 or 6 shulker boxes full of it, I think. So, okay, let's start building this thing and see if I can explain a little bit about the game as we go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, like that. 7 on each side, I think it is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So this game is going to take place in a large glass tower. Okay, each corner of the tower is going to be a different color. So like I'm building the green tower right here. Let's see. We'll do the blue tower right in front here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do that wrong? I did because I missed a spot. Right. Okay. So now the game is going to be played by 2 to 4 players. You can play, 1 versus 1 or every man for himself up to 4 players. Each player inside is going to choose a color. One of the colors I'm obviously going with here, red, yellow, green, or blue. Okay. The object of the game, let's see if I can do yellow here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? 5, 6, 7. The object of the game is going to be to teleport throughout the tower using your chorus fruit, primarily your chorus fruit. We'll get into the more details in a bit. Gathering supplies, basically. And the supplies you're going to be gathering are mostly string. Okay, lots of string, and you're going to be crafting blocks of wool. And once you get a block of wool, you need to then go acquire a dye of your color. So if I'm a yellow player, I need to go find a yellow dye, take my block of wool, and dye it yellow. Once I have it yellow, I need to come to this room on the bottom floor, being the yellow room on the bottom floor, and throw it into a hopper. And there's going to be a scoring system that is going to show how many yellow blocks or blocks of your color that you have deposited. The first person to create and deposit 5 blocks of wool wins the game. The catch, however, first of all, that's good. That alone I think would be interesting because of the teleportation and the race and the scrambling. The thing that's going to make it interesting, though, is the entire time you're in here, you're going to be dodging lava that your friends that are playing the game with you are constantly trying to drop on your face. So yes, there will be some death, hopefully lots of it, or I should say hopefully lots of it. My goal here is to maximize the distribution of happy fun sauce directly onto your opponent's head, hopefully increasing the hilarity of the game. I honestly have no idea how this is going to play, but I do have to say, guys, before I even started recording this episode, I think I already put 10 to 12 hours into the design of this game. It's going to seem simple and it's going to seem like it just comes together, but yeah, if I showed you my creative world of like all the iterations I went through and everything, you'd understand. Yeah. When I design a game, I get the initial principle down and then I start finding the weak points in the game, and then I figure out what I can do to remove those weak points or to improve even further on top of it. And I think I've got all of them. I'm really happy with how this game, the design of it turned out. We'll see if it's fun or not. But anyways, we have the first level done here. I took it up to the 4th level here. The glass will go kind of up to the 5th level. So we have green in the back, blue here, yellow, and then red over there in the other back. Those colors will go all the way up. This is going to be a 4-story tower, okay? And 4 stories is kind of calculated and precise for a reason, I should say. Thank you, rain. Thank you. And it's sunny again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Stupid rain. It seems like it's raining so much on the server here lately. Right. So, what was I saying now? Glass tower, 4 stories, walking around, lava in your face. Right. Okay. Let's start talking about how. Let's get a little more comfortable how you're gonna play this game here. What like your minute-to-minute activity is gonna be here. Okay. So let's talk about how you're gonna get around in this tower here. Now, obviously, we talked about chorus fruit being the primary thing. So basically, as you're standing in any one of these rooms here, you're going to pop your chorus fruit and teleport to one of the other floors, one of the other rooms on your floor, or possibly go up or down a floor as well. I mean, you could go anywhere. Now, what we're going to do is have surrounding the entire, tower here, coming out 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we don't even need to do that because there's going to be in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the maximum distance you'll be able to teleport out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll square this off. And I'm going to use all white because white is kind of a color that is not color specific. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of these colors. So I think that helps. So you'll have white carpet that goes all the way down to there and then over to the water and over there. And obviously we already showed that you can't teleport into water. So basically what we're doing is making it so that you're guaranteed to stay inside the tower. That was how we were solving, well, what happens if you teleport outside the tower? Not a problem, because it's not going to be possible. All right, so what else? So let's see. Okay, you're eating your chorus fruit, you're teleporting around, hoping to go to the room you want. Now, you'll be able to kind of influence where you go a little bit, because it goes 8 blocks in either direction. For instance, if I come over here, I am much more likely to go into the red room than I am the blue room, because there's only a couple blocks there that are in range in the blue room, but the entire red room is in range. So you can kind of influence it, which is cool. That's a little bit of strategy. If I want to go up a level, for instance, I would probably eat right here because more of those squares are going to be in range and I'm reducing the possible squares of the blue and red adjacent rooms. If I want to get across and go diagonal, I could just jam myself in this corner over here and therefore at least maximize my chances. It's still going to be hard, but I would maximize my chances of going all the way across. So it's going to be kind of interesting, okay? But chorus fruit isn't the only way to get around here, okay? You're going to also have access occasionally to ender pearls. And what we're going to do here is I want to poke out these windows right here in every room, okay? Which one? Carry the 4 and 6. Okay, in here, I think. And then this one right here. All right, now ender pearls are going to be rare. So, whoa, that looks weird. Doesn't that look kind of very weird? Like okay, I don't know what's happening there. The mycelium, whoa. Okay. We'll just pretend I'm not seeing what's going on there. That is really tripping me out. All right, so the ender pearls will be very rare, but you might, my goal is that you might get 2 or 3, maybe 4 of them throughout the course of the game. And if you really I need to be in this blue room right now, and I can't risk not going in there because someone might beat me in there, which we'll get into in a little bit, I could just ender pearl through these windows here. We're also going to have, in the ceiling, you'll be able to ender pearl up and down through the floor, but there's going to be glass panes kind of blocking you so that you can't just fall through, but you will be able to comfortably ender pearl through there. So ender pearls will be kind of your advanced, instant, I need to go where I need to go now kind of teleportation, but they're going to be rare. Like I said, chorus fruit, on the other hand, is going to be common. Now, I could start you off with a whole bunch of chorus fruit. Whoa. I could start you out with a whole bunch of chorus fruit and maybe some ender pearls or something, but what I want to do instead is have you have to acquire them through gameplay. So, what I want to do is make this middle column in here. You can see there's like a 2x2 right there. Bugs. There's a 2x2 right here that is going to provide the elevator. It's going to be an elevator for the chorus fruit and the ender pearls to lift up to the top. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I had a little frog in my throat there and thought I was going to choke and or die at any moment there, so we had to cut. We're back. Okay, chorus fruit and ender pearls are going to be acquired from the middle here. Now, my original plan was to drop them from the ceiling, okay? And that was getting to be, I tweeted out about it. I wasn't coming up with a solution that didn't require a ton of space or crazy water systems and stuff. So instead, and this is much better, we're going to have 4 elevators in here. You can see these, like, this 2x2 in here, right in the corner here. we're going to be able to put 4 elevators and make like a quad glass elevator here. And it's going to work absolutely perfectly because you'll be able to see the items going up as you're inside this tower. And anytime you want an item, you just kind of shove your face over into the corner here, and a chorus fruit, or maybe if you're lucky, an ender pearl, will go by every so often up your corner elevator slot there. And the best part is you can only access the items that are in your corner. So if you're in the yellow room, you'll only be able to automatically pick up the yellow items. If something comes up the blue elevator, and I'm going to hopefully, you know, intersperse them or whatever, randomize them so that they're not all at the same time. But if something comes up the blue one, only the blue person will be able to grab that item just by, you know, through the glass, because they'll be close enough. So that does obviously give an advantage to people on the bottom level, because if I'm standing down there and someone else is standing right here above me, they're not going to get it because I'm going to suck it up first, obviously, which is good because there's other reasons why you don't want to go down to the bottom, which we'll get into in a minute here. So yeah, down below, we're going to have tons of redstone. I've already started digging this out a little bit here, but this is probably not even going to be enough. A lot of redstone on the bottom and a lot of redstone on the roof. One of my big goals with this whole game was I wanted it to look clean from the outside. I didn't want redstone hanging off it or blocks that just had to hide everything. It is going to pretty much just be a pristine glass tower with the exception of some observer blocks, which we're going to get into now. Okay, another little update here. I got almost the second floor done. Yellow is done up to the second floor. The other ones I kind of ran out of glass. I got to get some more in a little bit. Let me help out my super high-tech elevator of awesomeness here. Okay. So first thing I want to do is do this middle elevator here. Now, I was going to do it, you know, keeping the same 4 colors, like yellow in that one, red here and everything. But what I think what'll actually look better is to make it clear, okay? So first I want to... Ooh. Wasn't thinking that was going to be the case. Okay, let's see. I want to do this first. Let's do red. Let's do blue. Let's get rid of you. Let's do a yellow here. This is here basically just because I really want to... accentuate or draw attention to which corner is which, and I think these solid blocks here will do that. Okay, again, this is just gonna be an item elevator, so any solid block will do, and the chorus fruit and the ender pearls will pop up these guys right here. But I think this will look good with clear in the middle and with those solid color blocks underneath. I am also going to the floor down there on the bottom of the first floor, that's going to be solid clay blocks, or not solid clay, the concrete blocks as well, because nice bright vivid colors for each of the 4 corners, again helping to show off which color room is which color room. So let me finish this here, and all right, now I want to talk about the distribution of the happy fun sauce, as we like to say around here. So this is what's going to hopefully take the game from interesting to fun, I'm hoping. As you're walking around in here trying to find string and trying to find your dye color to make your colored wool to go all the way back down to the second floor, you're going to have someone else in here who doesn't want you to do that, or possibly 3 other people in here that don't want you to do that, and they need a means to attack you, okay? So that's what we're going to do now, and that's going to be with lava. But I don't want people walking around carrying lava buckets, because then it gets messy and, you know, the lava stays on the ground and stuff. So what we need is a way to dump lava on opponents' heads without, you know, using a dispenser or something, okay? So what we're going to do here is make a, man, see? Well, what's with the rain? So much rain. All right, we're going to keep going here. So we're going to have, we're going to use redstone blocks here. Now, for those who don't know, most of you probably do, redstone blocks, when you step on them, give a little update. You know, they start doing these little particle things, then you leave, and then sometime 5, 10, 20 seconds later, so they automatically turn off, okay? Perfect for a block update detection system, or even better, perfect for observers now, okay? So what I want to do, you can see the floor. This is the roof of floor 1, and that is the floor of roof 2. So I'm going to put a redstone block there. We're going to put an observer block like that, okay? So he's watching the redstone block above, and then a dispenser right here with, I gotta be careful now because that thing is going to turn off. But anyways, we're going to put lava in here. In fact, let me do that now and be ready to leave the room here. Do I have one? I do. Good. Okay. Now, when that turns off, and we got to make sure it's in sync correctly. Actually, let me take this out now. Until that turns off. Please turn off in the sometime immediate. Nope. Okay. Waiting for it. Anyways, so the idea is the person on the floor above them, all they have to do is walk on that redstone. It looks like it just turned off. Okay, let's go demonstrate. Let's hippity hoppity up there. All right, the person on the floor above them will basically just be like, I see you're down there. How unfortunate for you. Boink. And then the lava is going to bloop out and start flowing down. Okay, now the size of these rooms was made just right so that you can't escape, basically, if this happens. Well, you can. Your options are to quickly nom on some chorus fruit and hopefully teleport out of there. Or this might be a case where you really want to save your ender pearls, okay? Because you're going to have about 3-4 seconds maybe to get out of that room, and eating chorus fruit might not give you enough time depending on how fast your reactions are. Now, this should turn off. These are actually staying on longer than usual. They usually last like 5 or 10 seconds, I think. Maybe more. I don't know what the average time is. But if the person's in there, they're dead, okay? And the reason that's good is because they might have had, 3 strings and a die ready to go. And if I kill them, boom, they just lost all their items. So you can see it just turned off there, and the lava will go away. Now, the interesting thing is, obviously, we talked about before, lava blocks teleportation. So while that lava is out there, someone can't accidentally teleport in and just, it would be totally unfair to teleport in and die. So that's just kind of a side bonus. So that is a good thing. So being above someone is an advantage. So going down to the bottom floor is a bit risky, but there's going to be reasons why you need to go down to the bottom floor, which we'll cover in a second here, okay? Other things, though, now. Let me see if I can I ender pearl out of here, okay? So attacking, let me just go through here, actually. It looks easier. Attacking down is one thing, but I didn't feel that was enough, so I also want to add other means of attacking adjacent. So what I'm going to do in a counterclockwise fashion, or anti-clockwise for you Europeans, I want to have another way of attacking, okay? So we're going to have a redstone block here, and through observer blocks in the walls, and this is the part that's, I guess, semi-ugly, but I think once it's done, it'll actually look decent. Let me pick these up here. Let me see, give me that, and give me, where are they? Here we go. Okay. What we got now is a way to attack, I guess you could say, the rooms adjacent to you. So I can do, oh, that's got to be actually upside down, right? We got to do like this. I'm not going to do all these on camera, but you get the idea. It's going to be like that, and then I think like that. Yeah, this, I messed that one up. This guy is going to come like, okay, they place like, not like logs. Why doesn't everything place like logs? I wish they did. So anyways, here's the idea, okay? You're in that room, and you'll be able to attack the yellow room. The yellow room will have the same system and be able to attack the blue room, and the blue room will be able to attack the green room, and so forth, okay? So you'll be able to attack both below you and around next to you. So you really got to stay on your toes. I'm also going to add a way, I think, like right here, where we put something like this. No. Where'd I put it? There we go, okay. Something like that right there. I'm going to take the lava out here because I don't trust it right now. give me you, and go on the floor. All right. Throw an observer right there now, okay? Yeah, see, it just would have clicked on my face. So this way here, if 2 people teleport into the same room, which will happen a lot, I think, if you want to be sly, you could just be like, punch. You have to leave a hand open so you're not placing blocks and stuff, but punch this guy, turn him on, and then quickly ender pearl out and burninate the guy in the room with you. All right, here we are a couple hours later, tons of work, and the tower is done. This thing's looking pretty cool. I like it. It's simple, yet it does... Ooh, wait, that's wrong. Found my first mistake already. Those should be right there. I'll have to fix that one later. Okay, 4 stories of red, yellow, blue, green goodness here. I'm going to need a name for this, guys, by the way. I don't know what it is, but anyways, we're not done yet here, okay? This is definitely going to be a 2-parter, obviously. I have a ton of custom, unique, interesting redstone that's going to be done next episode. Lots down below, lots up above and everything, and it's going to... You guys are probably going to have a lot of questions about how things work. It'll all be answered next episode, but I want to get at least the rules and how the game is played finished this episode, okay? So, there's a little bit more here to cover here. Let's see here. I got clay, or not clay, I keep calling this stuff clay. The concrete powder in here, which I love this block. I'm just so happy they added this. So you can see it's very bright down here, okay? Very vibrant colors, very clear that that's the red room, yellow room here. And I added these lamps here. These are going to be the scoreboards, okay? So every time you add a hopper, I mean, I'm going to have these pointing straight down, not like that. But anyways, if you are team yellow and you come over here, you got your wool, you dye it yellow, you bring it over here, you throw it in this hopper here, one of these lights will light up here, preferably from this side to that way. And the first person to light up the 5th light here wins the game. Maybe these will blink. Who knows? Something, maybe fireworks will go off. We'll see. We'll do something extra special, I'm sure. All right. So right here as well is going to be, let's see if I can, let's just drop down here. Hop up a little bit here. Right here. Where's my dropper at? I want to put a dropper there and some yellow glass right there. Okay. from these droppers. Now, every room is going to have a dropper, only on the bottom floor, a dropper pointing straight up. And this is where the dyes are going to come from, okay? However, any color dye can come from any room, and that's important so that, you may be here and see your yellow dye over there. It's time to get Ender Pearl over there, okay? Likewise, if you're up here and you're yellow and you see a blue dye pop out down here, you might want to drop the lava to burn the blue dye so that the blue guy can't get his dye. I mean, there's a lot of strategy here. And the lava isn't just for killing people. It can also be for destroying undesirable items as well. So yeah, the dye comes from down here. So you have to come down to the bottom level. You have to come down to the bottom level to get the dye. You have to come down to the bottom level to return your item. But obviously, the further you come down, the more vulnerable you are to lava attacks from above, which is some pretty cool stuff, I think. Okay, now let's see. Let's go to one of the other levels here. Oh, I should mention as well, there is little slots here to get out of every level. This was kind of, you can see them there, 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 and there. This was kind of a meh part. This is how you get out when the game's over, because you may not have the resources to get out. So every level you can just jump right out, and hopefully you'll not splat at the bottom level or whatever. But these are at a good spot where when the lava drops out, it flows and it still covers this block right here. I'm going to have to do something on the ground level, because otherwise it'll be tempting for people to just go, and then kind of just go back in. So maybe we'll put a door there or something that is like an iron door that is locked until the game wins or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. All right, so let's see. Ender Pearl. There's one other thing, and that is the string. How do you get the string, okay? So, yeah, you're in here, okay? And I'm going to have end rods, okay? This is actually a bad one. Let's go up one more level here. Let's go in there. Excellent. Okay, so right here we're on the 3rd floor, I think. It looks like, yeah. So we're going to have in the corners here. Remember I said you're going to be able to Ender Pearl through here? Okay, so there's obviously this gap here. There's like an air gap between each floor, and that's because we have the redstone. We need the observer block. I'll get all that stuff in a little bit. So yeah, there's going to be end rods. I think I want to do them like this, okay? We'll put a tent block there, and we'll just put an end rod there, okay? This does a couple things. One, it prevents you from obviously walking down there, because the rules will be you can't break any blocks, or that includes end rods. It's also going to provide a lot of light in here, which is really going to make this whole tower pop. So you can even play it at night, I think, which is a good thing. And the items, so the string, okay, is going to fall down these corners from the roof. I feel like I'm all over the place here, guys. I have a lot of information I need to give you. The string is going to drop from the corners. One from this corner, one from this corner, and one from this corner. And we have 3 floors where the string is going to kind of land, okay? So we'll say, for sake of argument here, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, but this one here is going to be open, all the way from the top all the way down to the 2nd floor. So I'm looking at the 2nd floor right there, okay? So there'll be, another end rod, right there poking out from the bottom, of course. The items are going to be shot against the far wall and fall down as far as they can. So in this case, this corner, they're going to fall all the way down to the 2nd floor. In this case here, maybe I'll stop them on the, the 4th floor. Maybe this one will stop right here on this floor. So string will stop on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floor. So you're going to have to go all through this tower to get your string, and then get down to the bottom and get your dye, and then get your, and then throw it in the container down there. That is the game. I think I haven't missed anything. Again, remember, you come over here to get your chorus fruit, your ender pearls. You got to keep your eye out for where your opponents are, if they're above you, below you, whatever. Finding string as you're going around through here. Eventually make your way down. You might even want to keep your eye on what's going on down below the entire time, because getting your dye is going to be tricky. Let me sleep so it's daytime. I think that was the most talking I did in any video this entire season. So that's enough yammering from me right now, but I think we're done here. I think you guys have a good understanding of how the rules work. I hope. Again, if you have questions, just drop a comment and I'll try to answer them. If there's something I missed that's just glaring and obvious, probably just trust that I do have a solution. I just forgot to mention it. Because I really went over a lot of this game, but I don't think I missed anything, but we'll see. I did want to show you how you attack laterally, though, now that we got everything set up here. So if I'm in this room, and I want to attack the yellow room, I just come by here and punch this, and then the lava falls down over there. It's really cool. That's what that observer chain over there does. And then, of course, this one, if I had lava in here... Oh, it is in there. Nice. This one here, if I punch this, the lava comes out, and you got to get out of there. This is... Oh, that's going to go down below. Oh well, hope there's nothing important down there. But you'll see this goes right to the edge here, I think, if this keeps flowing. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, it's not, because there's a hole in the floor there. I'll fix that later. Anyways, yeah, you can see over here. So you won't be able to sneak out. All right, that is going to do it for guys. I am going to need a name for this game, so I'm taking suggestions for the name. Best I got now is Fruity Blinky Tower of Fun and Fiery Death or something like that. I don't know. Something with blink, something with teleport, something with fruit, something with wool maybe. I don't know. Wool warpers. I have no idea. Let me know. But next episode, like I said, guys, we're going to do all the redstone, explain anything we're missing, and hopefully get our first playthrough. We'll see. If we don't have enough time for the playthrough, then we'll make that a separate episode. But really looking forward to playing this game. I've got some lava that's out of sync. I need to fix that probably. But that'll do it for today, guys. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.